ఓం శ్రీ గురుభ్యో నమః. అందరికీ నమస్కారం. One disciple has asked his master, "Master, what to do when one of our loved ones is diagnosed with a terminal illness? Please clarify." Then the master told him like this, "My dear, really it is a very painful and agonizing experience to see that our loved ones are withering away in front of our eyes while we put a brave face and watch helplessly. It is really very painful." The greater the concern about the loved ones, the more their pain we feel in our hearts. In fact, we are very fragile and caring than we would ever know. So, in this regard, let me share a story and which will be very interesting in this type of context. There used to be lived a old physician on a countryside in a village. He has been seeing the patients for more than 40 years, and he was known for his compassion and kindness. He used to undertake house visits to the patients' house who are terminally ill. He used to have a dog, and he used to take that dog with him whenever he visited such patients. So, that dog used to wander outside while the doctor goes inside to attend the patients. So, on a certain day, he visited a certain patient who was terminally ill and who is having only 3 months to live. So, he went into the house, leaving the dog outside, and he examined the patient and he was about to record his observations on a scribbling pad. At this point of time, the patient asked him like this, "Doctor, I am scared of death. I want to know what will it be after I die, and what awaits me after the death. Will I be all right after death?" The doctor stopped scribbling his observations on the pad, got up and opened the door through which he has entered the house. Then his dog, which was wandering, has seen the doctor and came and has been looking forward at him joyfully, wagging his tail. Then the doctor turned towards the patient who has raised the question and told him like this, "See my dog. She has absolutely no clue about what is there in this room and what is going on in this room. She has absolutely no idea and no clue as to what is there on the other side of the door in this room. She is looking only at me. That is, she is only looking at her master, that is me. And that's all she knows, and that is what she has been looking forward." So, I don't know about what happens after the death. I do not know about what, how and why about dying. I only know one thing, that I will be by the feet of my master when I am gone. So, I am not worried about what is there and what will be there in this world or in the other world when I am gone. I only know, as already told, only one thing, that is, I will be by the feet of my master, and except that I do not know anything. You see, it is like this. The master is like a candle. So, the disciple or the seekers are like moths. They are attracted by the magnetic force of the energy or light of the master, and they come lovingly towards the candle, towards the energy or light of the master, and they simply disappear into that energy, and they become one with that light. They become one with the existence. So, the master said the essence, the anecdote of the story is very beautiful. It all boils down to living with the grace and peace as long as you breathe on this earth. And the master continued further. See, like rivers, the rivers flow irrespective of the course of their flow and direction, they end up finally in the sea. They merge into the vast ocean. Similarly, all raindrops, when they fall on the earth, either merge into ponds, lakes, wells, and rivers and oceans, or they may get absorbed in the earth. So, similarly, the raindrops, when once they merge, they become one with the rivers or ponds or rivers and all that. So, every drop of the rain becomes the ocean when it merges with various kinds of water pools. So, it finally merges into that ocean. So, similarly, otherwise, if nothing happens, the raindrops evaporate and return back to the source. So, everyone, like the drop of the rain, ultimately has to return to its source in its pristine form. This is the nature of the nature. It must return to its original state. So, death is nothing but the restoration of the original state. All tiny things merge into bigger ones. So, all creation ultimately return back to its source, that is the infinite existence. So, as the drop of rain becomes the ocean is unmoved. The motion does not wait either for the rain or sunshine. It is beyond all the shackles of the rain and sunshine. It moves and lives joyfully on its own, unperturbed and unaffected by the rain or sunshine. So, really the death is not the end of life. The death, in fact, is the beginning of life. So, scriptures, sacred scriptures and Vedas call it moksha. Moksha means liberation. Liberation from all the attachments, bodily attachments, psychological attachments. Liberation. It is a freedom from fetters of all the attachments and relationships. So, that is the real life of the immortal soul. So, death is not a sleep, death is an awakening, and death is an grand entry into your original state and into your, it is nothing but returning to your original source of creation. So, life should be lived totally and intensely. When you live your life totally and intensely, a life of giving, a life of loving, a life of sharing is larger. A life lived in such a way is larger and greater than the death itself. So, such is the life which is invaluable and given by the all merciful God to us. Let us live the life to its full extent with all joy and bliss, and live into the eternity, because we are all eternal souls of immortality. Thank you.